style is not groundbreaking, and I think people who say that are trying to keep you from being stylish. I'm there, I said it. Hello, welcome back to Vintage Splendor. I'm Annette, and today I am going to style your requests. These are requests that came in through email and in the comments of the last few videos that I have. If you're wondering who is this girl, she's in a white t-shirt and jeans. I'm hopping on a plane in about an hour and a half for a corporate retreat, and I have just enough time to shoot this very fun video for you. First things first, my friend B Jones Style, Beth, and I are hosting a closet sale and soiree on February 14th from 12 to 3 p.m. in Long Beach. Would love for you to come. I'm going to include the information in the description below because it's going to be so much fun. You can shop our closets, you can hang out, we can chit chat, and you know, style is better shared with friends, so I hope you will be there. Okay, so for today's video, I just handpicked a few of the requests that came in that I felt like, I don't know, I'm just excited about, I think are really relevant, and I feel like a lot of people can take some of the information and the styling tips that I share and apply them in their day-to-day life. Also want to call out, I am really trying to put videos up every Friday, and that is going to be my goal, but I'm also a working gal now, and there might be some Fridays like last week it just does not happen. So I appreciate your patience with me and your continued support. So let's start with the first request. The first request that came in is about sexy but not trying too hard looks, something for a date night, or if you want to go out and potentially meet someone. And I love this idea because I don't think you have to be revealing to be sexy. So I think there are a few tricks that I like to share, and I'm going to show them to you in the closet but also out here. Just a note too, my closet is a mess because I'm pulling stuff out for this closet sale. My first rule for looking sexy but elegant and not too revealing is to follow this method. I don't know the best way to describe it. I probably need to call it something, but if I'm going with something really form-fitting, body hugging, I want it to be a longer dress or skirt with something with sleeves. Like in this example here, sleeves are covered, it's a form-fitting dress, and then I've just added a nice little touch of spice with a belt. This silhouette is really flattering for a lot of different body types. I think if you are curvy or if you have a straight figure, this is going to look great, and then you're not revealing too much but you're still very sexy and elegant. Something else I like to do is, if I am going to pick something with a ton of cutouts, maybe like there's a cutout in the waist or it's a low cut, something that's a little bit looser fitting. I feel like there is a fine line between sexy and just being too much, and this coming from somebody who wore crop tops when she was 9 months pregnant. What you want is like to really maintain that like elevated feel that is still stylish and sexy and still feels comfortable to you. Something else I like to do when I want to feel sexy, and because a lot of you are probably thinking about date nights or maybe finding a special date for Valentine's Day coming up, is look at two-piece sets. So think about pants and a top, skirt and a top. I like two-piece sets because it really gives you a lot of options, and again, it's very flattering for a lot of different body types. If you wear a long torsoed, two-piece set allows you to define your waist. If you're a little bit straighter, a belt to pull those two pieces together really cinches in the waist and gives you a really beautiful figure. So what I like to style up that I think is very sexy, it's very feminine, but it's not too much, is to pair a bustier corset inspired top with a skirt, and then with some mules, maybe some chunky earrings, and then it's again very feminine, it's very fun, it's very flirty without, you know, being too much. So the piece that I want to style is this, it's actually not a skirt, they're silk culottes, but they give the illusion of a skirt. And then the top that I'm going to style it with, I actually have a few bustier inspired tops, but I think I'm going to do one of my newer ones, and let me show you what that looks like. So the one top that I have that I wear a lot is this one. This is a contemporary brand. I've had it for a while. It's called LAB, London Atelier by Product. This is so flattering, sexy, but I'm not showing off the goods. The cut is super flattering because of this like V shape at the bottom. The other one that I have is actually a bustier. It's sheer, and I have worn this over a t-shirt just so I can make it feel a little bit cooler. I'm gonna try it on over a nude bralette and like a sports bra style bralette, and I think this is gonna be really, really pretty, but I think as a backup it's gonna be the black one because I think that's gonna be really pretty too. Let me try this on. So this is what the outfit looks like. I didn't add a belt because I know not everybody has an incredible belt collection. I kind of am obsessed, as you know, but I want you to see what a difference doing a two-piece set than just doing like a fitted dress or something that's a little bit more A-line looks like. I like to tuck in a top. Again, it creates a really elevated feminine silhouette, and while this is sheer, the bralette that I'm wearing is like literally comes down to here, so it's not too revealing. The ladies bits are covered, and then this is just super swooshy. I really love it. And then stilettos are always my top pick for when I want to feel really sexy and elegant. You could do lower heels, you could even do flats. Go with what you feel most confident in, because I'm gonna be your cheesy friend who says confidence is the sexiest thing that you could wear, and I totally believe that. Big earrings, I would say like maybe I would do my hair up just to, ooh, she's cute. I feel like my hair has suddenly gotten really long, so I could do a lot more with it. But I would say this is my go-to for when I want to feel sexy, I want to feel cute, going out with Alan, or if I were a single gal and just wanted to go out and meet some friends, this would be it. What was most requested to style are the brand new, to me, vintage leather shorts. You all love these. I cannot count how many comments I read about these, the DMs I got on my Instagram, but also through email. Please style these, and you requested that I style these for winter, but also for summer, because you need inspo on what to do with leather shorts. And I feel like white is not a seasonal color. You could wear it year round, and I think it's perfect for winter. It's perfect for fall. I mean, all the things, you know. I'm gonna do these babies justice. So let's do the winter look first. For the white leather shorts, I'm gonna do tights and some boots. I think tights are such a fun way to add a little bit of texture and dimension and color, and then also to take a super summery piece and bring it into fall or winter or the cooler months. So these are vintage. They have this really cool diamond pattern. They're brown. I think I'm gonna wear these with maybe my Yves Saint Laurent or my Saison boots. And then I think I want to do a chunky sweater and just like pull it all together. And I feel like in my day-to-day, I try to be a little bit chaotic with my styling, but then when I'm styling outfits for you, I try to be a little bit less chaotic. So let me know which you prefer, because I try to make my content as relatable and digestible, but then sometimes I want to be the over the top and at all the time. In case if you're wondering what the bralette situation is like that I was wearing, I love these. I actually bought a pack of 3 of them forever ago from Amazon, unfortunately, and they're so comfortable, and they actually work under like spaghetti strap tops too, and like because the strap is super thin. I can link them for you, but just wanted you to get a feel for what it is that I was wearing. Okay, so this comes with its own belt, which I'm gonna keep. Ouch. And then I think I am gonna go for this cute vintage sweater. Has a really pretty shoulder detail. I think it's gonna be fun. Okay, leather shorts for for winter. I love this vintage sweater because of the colors, and the print is just super feminine. Again, super cool. It's a fun way to dress up for colder days. What can I say? I'm an LA girl through and through. And then this is what the tights look like. They're just fun enough that they're slightly sheer, but then they add some pattern. And then of course my Yves Saint Laurent boots are always a yes in my book. And then I added in my Celine bag. So this is how I'd wear the leather shorts for winter. I think you could even do sheer black tights, black boots, black or pattern or printed sweater, and then do like a cropped jacket situation, or even like a longer coat, and you could be super warm and cute. And yes, white is a perfect color for year round. I'm gonna style this up for summer because why not? Even though I will say a lot of my summer stuff is put away in the storage bins. I'm not gonna try and unload that. Right now I'm gonna work with what I currently have in the closet. For the summery top, I'm looking for something either cropped, and then I would just use this belt situation again. And I think when it is the same color texture belt, you can do a cropped top, and then adding that belt isn't going to feel weird. Or I want something that I can tuck in and then add my own belt. I just love that. And I think when you do a crop top situation with super high waist, it gives you that really nice silhouette without needing a belt. And I get it, during the summer sometimes it's way too hot to wear a belt, but I'm always going to wear a belt. You know that about me. So one option I have is this really pretty sheer top. It's vintage. It ties just in front, and I feel like this could be so pretty. I always love styling this knitted halter top because it has really nice weight to it. I love the checkered print and the fact that it's like a heavy duty knit, which is not something you would expect out of a summery top. Okay, I'm looking to see if I have anything else that could work. I think I've like literally packed away everything because I was trying to maximize space in my closet. I think I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to show you why, because I'm going to add the belt. This is going to be really easy. I can just throw this on over what I'm wearing so you can get a feel for it. So as you can see, something like this, really easy to style. You could do some fun mules, you could do flats, you could do sandals, like so cute. I think what I want to do with this halter top is try something a little bit more preppy. I don't know, not sailing inspired, but kind of lean into that nautical color scheme. I'm gonna put this on, and then I'll take off my little bralette situation. Adding a navy blue belt, and this navy blue belt is like a faux croc print embossed leather belt. It was my mom's. She gave it to me. It's probably as old as I am, which I love. I love that I have these random things that my mom kept and I can still wear them even though she got rid of all of her good stuff. I don't know why she does that. Violet was in here finding shoes in random pockets. Okay, I'm gonna wear these gold cap toe flats. They have this really great orange canvas linen, and they're iMagadan. I found them on Poshmark for $12 and they had never been worn. The best, and they're so comfortable, so comfortable. I just like, I'm constantly looking for other pairs like this. Okay, let me just grab a bag, and then this fit is done, girls. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab the OG. This is the OG ARC bag. So Cult Gaia actually copied this style of bag. My mom got this for me. We thrifted it together forever ago, and so very special piece to me. Okay, who's ready to go for a sail? I'm obsessed with this. I love it. I love that I can go through, like, my style has so many iterations. It can fall into so many buckets. It keeps getting dressed so much fun. Okay, so vintage halter top, got the vintage belt, leather pants or shorts, the bag, and then of course the shoes just add that perfect touch of prep So this is how I would style leather shorts in the summer. I live in California, so I get it. I experience really, really hot days. So I would probably not wear these shorts on a 100-degree day, but if it was like in the 80s, like totally would rock them because they're like flowy, they're like long enough, I'm bending over, really like them. I'm so glad I got these shorts. And I know I asked you if I made the right decision. You all overwhelmingly said yes. One of the other requests that I see pop up all the time and more recently is helping you come up with an outfit formula. And you all said that you noticed that I have outfit formulas and you want to be able to create that for yourself. So I would probably say 4 or 5 different outfit formulas, but I'm going to tell you what the actual mathematical formula is so you can replicate it at home. And then I'm going to show you what some of those outfit formulas are for myself. So the first thing is you want to look for pieces that you have a lot of. And then you want to make sure that it is a piece, an item that you really love and that it's flattering on you. So let's say it is a slip dress. You love the look of the slip dress, you think it's super flattering, and you have multiples of the slip dress. And then you're gonna add something that just adds a little bit of dimension. It could be leather jacket, it could be a denim jacket, it could be a cropped, tweed jacket, and then that creates that formula for you, because then what you have is you have your base of the slip dress, the jackets, and all the different styles, textures, prints, colors. It's going to be an add-on. And then your jewelry, belts, and shoes. That is what is going to constantly change up the outfit. So you could wear a slip dress, a jacket every single day for 2 weeks, and you are never going to repeat the same outfit twice, because you're going to be able to mix and match with the shoes. Whether it's boots, you're going to wear tights under it, you're going to add a belt, no belt, leather jacket. You got it. So for me, these are my outfit formulas, and I'm going to drop in some images because I think once you see these outfits, you're going to be like, oh yeah, Annette wears these all the time, but they never look the same. Number 1 outfit formula for me is a lady jacket paired with vintage denim. Doesn't matter if it is St. John jacket, if it is a Chanel jacket, if it's just a cool cropped lady jacket situation. And then my vintage jeans, I've got a lot of them. Some are skinny jeans, some are super baggy boyfriend style jeans. And then depending on the feel and look I want, I can wear them with heels, with pumps, with flats, or with sneakers. It is guaranteed instantly stylish. And I have a lot of cropped lady jackets, even longer ones. So let's just say lady jackets in general. I have a ton of vintage denim. So for both of these pieces, I have a lot, and then I love them and they're super flattering on me. So I could probably pull together dozens and dozens of outfits and never repeat the same outfit twice. And every time it is going to feel fresh. Another outfit formula I have is pairing a skirt with a sweatshirt. Recently realized I have not pulled off that look in a long while. I don't know, maybe I needed a break, or maybe I was just having too much fun styling other pieces. But this is another super easy and stylish option because it's unexpected. It always looks super cool, and it pulls together pieces that I have plenty of that I also love. I have a ton of sweatshirts, so many sweatshirts. I also have a lot of skirts. I also have a lot of dresses that can be worn as skirts, and then I throw the sweatshirt on over it, can add a belt if I really want, and then the shoes are what can make it like a little bit dressier or a little bit more casual. Would say a great and easy place to start if you're really trying to figure this out for you is like get really, really simple. I would say when I was first trying to figure out like what is a really seamless, easy one, when I was a new mom, I just needed to get out the door in the morning, jeans, t-shirt, red lipstick, and then some clip-on earrings. So I sometimes wore the same t-shirt like 3 times in a week with different jeans, swapped out the earrings, and then did a red lip. every single time it looked like a different outfit, because sometimes I would pull my hair back. Always wanted to dress up, never wanted to show up places in like sweatpants or yoga pants, because I was like, I need to get dressed up for my mental health. As a new mom, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, I'm gonna go to the baby class, and that was a really easy one. And then from there I was like, wait a second, I can create this formula and make it applicable for my maximalist lifestyle. So that is a great place to start. So I guess there's like different levels. Then there's beginner, there's intermediate, and then there's expert level. Okay, so the last request that came in, which I really love the idea of this, because I think, again, there are styling tidbits that could be applied to anyone who didn't even make this request. So somebody said that they wear button-downs and jeans or trousers to work all the time. It's actually their go-to even on casual days. They are not limited by looking corporate. They just want to make button-downs to look great, and they love that I buy men's button-downs. So this was a two-part request. The first part is, how do you know what size to buy? And then number two was, how do I make it look cool for every day at the office or going out? So the way to shop for men's button downs, and I think people are sometimes surprised when I tell them this, like, you have to go and do a little bit of homework, and you are going to go to any thrift store, even if you think it's the worst thrift store ever. You're gonna go, you're gonna just try on a bunch of men's button downs. The same applies for men's trousers or jeans, whatever you're looking for. Just spend an afternoon, morning, weekend, doesn't matter, like 1 hour in a thrift store, try on different men's button downs and shirts and see what size typically works best for you. So you'll know dress shirts usually have the next size, which is like a 15.5 or 14, or it could be an 18. Figure out what size looks and feels best on you depending on what you want the fit to look like. Sometimes it could be extra small, small, medium. So you're gonna do homework and you're gonna try it on. Another way is just to measure your favorite button down, and then if you're shopping online, you can just cross-reference that with the measurements online. I have men's button downs that are like all sorts of sizes. Sometimes I'll buy something, it's exactly Alan's size, and I just borrow from him. I'm like, hey, I thrifted this for you, but then I'm wearing it. So that is my tip for finding like your perfect fit. You got to do a little bit of homework. So what I'm going to style up is this Brooks Brothers button down. It's a men's button down. I literally iron this, and you all know that I don't iron, and I was hanging in my closet and got all crumpled up. But this is marked a size medium, regular, Egyptian cotton. It's Brooks Brothers. Why is it not focusing? So I'm going to show you how I would style this up for like a cool look. It's going to include jewelry, and it's going to include a little bit of a scarf situation, and I think I've done this a few times on this channel, but it never gets old, and I think it's the easiest way to style. So if you've seen this iteration, you know what's coming, or maybe I'll just do something slightly different than what I've done in the past. But I think like style is not groundbreaking, and I think people who say that are trying to keep you from being stylish. I said it. I am gonna put on these Levi's. These are a really baggy fit men's jeans, so I'm gonna definitely have to belt them with this button down. But again, even though I stick to some of the same styling principles, I always style things slightly different, which is kind of the purpose of this channel. Let's see, what are we gonna belt this with? So I've packed up some of my belts for this work trip, because even though it's a casual work trip, I am taking belts and jewelry just to zhuzh up some of my outfits, and I've obviously packed belts. So this is just a classic leather belt I thrifted forever ago. It's great for just casual looks, and I think it's like a belt that you absolutely need to have in your closet, even if you don't love belts. And then once you add this, please start adding everything else that you can imagine in terms of like gold chain belts, stuff with studs, and all the extras. Okay, so this is belted. The sleeves on this are long. I'm going to roll up the sleeves, And this is the one thing with men's button downs, I always have to roll up the sleeves. A couple of you have messaged me that you love men's button downs because you have longer arms. They are a better fit for you. So I usually go down a size just so I don't have to deal with super long sleeves that I have to like resolve later. So I think I'm actually gonna do a couple of these. Oh, I think I'm gonna do this guy. So Maria, who sells at Long Beach and Rose Pole, she always gives free scarves when you buy with her. So I have like a nice collection of them, and I recently picked up 2 like rectangular ones, which I think are fun for the hair. But I'm gonna tie this like that, and then we're gonna go out. So for this look, definitely went a little bit more casual, Ralph Lauren weekend vibes with the baggier denim. And as you can see, these are bigger size than what I typically wear, but I do love them because they're so comfortable. And I do like some of the cinching that happens here. I went up probably 3 or 4 sizes from my go-to vintage Levi's, and I know this because I followed my advice, but these are so comfortable. They're like the softest denim ever. Added the scarf in a neutral color, and then this is a vintage necklace that my aunt bought me, and I would say this works for casual like lunch. You could, I mean, I'm wearing my Chanel slingbacks, but you could wear it with sneakers, you could wear it with boots. Could even wear like a leather jacket and some heeled boots and give it a very chic, like 90s vibe. What I love about button downs, especially men's, like you can really open up the collar a bit. You can have fun with necklaces and really add a ton right here. Women's shirts are just cut too tight, and I just don't love the silhouette. And you can do this like really elevated with the right jewelry or with another scarf, and I think you will love this look, and it's going to make wearing your button downs and trousers or your jeans really fresh and super fun. That's it for today's video. I want to remind you to definitely stop by the closet sale I am hosting with my gal pal Beth. It's on Valentine's Day in Long Beach. It's from 12 to 3. We're going to sell some incredible pieces from our closet. It's just gonna be a really fun hangout situation too. So if you don't want to shop, just want to come and spend some time with me, Beth, and other incredible stylish gals, I would love to see you and meet you IRL. So I'm gonna put that information below. Also, send me your most recent thrifted or vintage finds. Last year I did a reaction video and it was so much fun because I loved seeing all of your finds and I want to see more of them. So you can email me, you can Instagram message me, whatever is easiest for you. I want to see your finds and I want to share them here on a future episode. Thank you for always being so supportive. I know my life is so chaotic right now, but I really look forward to tuning in almost every Friday and just connecting with you all and sharing my style inspiration. And I just want to thank you for being here every week. It's a little bit interesting times right now, and I just want to thank you all for your support, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.